wait for it. Liz Coe's going to be right with us. She's actually making it so that we can hear each other here. Hey! You never know. That sneaky volume on the other side.
It is sneaky. It is very sneaky.
All of a sudden, it just blows out the whole newsroom.
Likes to surprise us.
It does.
Yes.
Welcome to Monday, everybody. Welcome to 9 News Now on the WAFB Pluses. This was a Monday that we started looking forward to last Monday, right? Because we knew what the week was going to be.
And we never look forward to Mondays.
I know, right?
We look forward to the weekend starting on Mondays.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Weird.
But
Just
enjoy
weird.
the sunshine because it's out.
Exactly. We're going to get into the forecast here a little bit later on because it is something you're going to be able to enjoy.
Yes.
But start you with a couple of the big stories as the country pays attention to a couple of big stories. And one of them is right down here, just south of Grand Isle in the Gulf waters.
Yes. You probably woke up to this news. Overnight, we had found out that the family of the 5th person identified in the search for the missing crew members aboard the Seacorp Power, family identified that body overnight. But there's still now 8 people, 8 crewmen missing that they are looking for. They're going to be out there today. And the families, a lot of them are really frustrated because they're saying they're not getting the answers that they need. Nor are they getting them fast enough.
And that's been very difficult, obviously. When you look at the weather the last week, just how raging those waters were, the safety of the crews getting out there to take a look, and so that hampered some of the search to begin with. And now that the weather's getting a little bit better, I'd like those answers to come a little bit faster. But here we are now, almost a week out. This happened a week ago tomorrow, right? And so, you can understandably, those frustrations are going to be very, very high. You're talking about loved ones. 6 rescued right from the very beginning. Right. Now 5 bodies recovered, still 8, as you mentioned, missing. So they're just hoping to have more communication, and we are expecting to hear from the Coast Guard at 1 o'clock today.
That's it. And we're going to stream that press conference live again at 1 o'clock today, hoping to find out a little bit more about their search, as it has now become a very involved process. The United Cajun Navy is involved. Contracted divers are going in. You have to remember, when you talk about multi-tiers, they're trying to go in under all these tiers to try to find these people. So a lot of work involved here.
It certainly is grabbing national headlines. The other big story, if you will, there's a number of them, but because of what's happening with this story today, a closing argument set in the Derek Chauvin trial.
Yes, if have just Channel 9 turned on right now, you can see we're in a special report from our network, CBS, and that's because it is a big day. It's a new week in the trial of Derek Chauvin, the murder trial, and the jury is about to set.
They're about to get it.
Yes, why can my words are not coming
I'm telling you,
well,
the jury is about to get the case because they are in the middle of closing arguments.
Thank you. Sequestered. They're going to be sequestered to deliberate this, and we don't know how long that's going to take.
Right.
And it's going to be a long week. I know that's what we can say in the least bit.
I think that's exactly right. I remember somebody asked the judge, one of the jurors asked the judge last week, how long should we prepare for? You know, when we are sequestered, what should I pack for? And the judge said, pack for a long stay, hope for a short one. It all depends on, can they get a unanimous verdict? And it does have to be unanimous. Whatever the charge here, whatever they go with, it has to be unanimous. There is no time limit on how long this jury has to or needs to or can debate. But if they're going to have any kind of movement forward, it has to be unanimous.
Really important to note that. And you've got to remember, there's a lot involved in this case. Not only are they reviewing that surveillance footage, but they heard from more than 45 witnesses here. So a lot of time to review that over. But as that progresses, as that moves forward with any major updates, we'll be sure to update you.
Obviously, the big story, as you go back over the past year, has been the coronavirus. And here in Baton Rouge, there's actually a federal vaccination site that has set up shop at Bon Carré, the old business center there on Florida Boulevard. Open Tuesdays through Sundays, except today.
Apparently. And so this is really confusing.
Yeah, it's brand new as of like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, so we've been telling you since this was announced last Monday, building up this momentum that this site at the Bon Carré Business Center, former Bon Marché Mall, is going to be open, right? Tuesday through Sunday. Well, today we get a call from FEMA saying, hey, we're open today on this Monday, on April 19th, but just this Monday.
Just this Monday.
Yes.
Typically on Mondays, they get in the new vaccines, and so they kind of start to divide everything up, or whatever they need need to do, helping out other areas as well. So that's what happens on Monday. That's why they're shut down. But apparently not this Monday. Does it have anything to do with the fact that we only had about 1,000 folks show up at this site since Friday? A site that can handle 3,000 a day. Maybe, I mean, increasing the availability, increasing the knowledge that it is there. maybe it's a great opportunity. You can sign up online, but drive-up's welcome.
That's it. And remember, Baton Rouge was chosen
Yeah,
federally
right.
to become a mass vaccination center. They are asking that you do make an appointment. It is easy. You just go to this website, go to WAFB, hit the COVID-19 section. We have those links for you to find and make those appointments.
Something happening today as we look ahead to next Saturday. Next Saturday is Election Day.
Yes.
And so something happening today. In fact, look, it's like
How
it's like we
about
almost. It's like we almost did.
that?
Well, that's one of the folks
Candidates,
involved.
yes,
Karen
indeed.
Carter Peterson, Troy Carter, looking for your vote in the District 2 race for the U.S. House of Representatives. in
That's
Louisiana.
it. Formerly held by Cedric Richmond. Obviously, when he went to work for the Biden administration,
Yep.
that filled an open seat. So Troy Carter, Karen Carter Peterson are going to face off today at the Baton Rouge Press Club. I believe 1:30.
1:30.
Our political analyst, Jim Angster, is going to be moderating this discussion. So if you still don't know who you're voting for next
Yeah.
Saturday, this is going to be a really good time to listen in on that and figure out, well, who's the best candidate for you.
Obviously, we'll be our ears will be there as well. We'll let you know if anything crazy comes out, and you never know. But again, we are less than a week away. Obviously, early voting
You're
is already
seeing
done.
the political ads come out already.
They are.
for
They
it,
are. So how many more
Yeah.
vote on Saturday? You had more than 50,000 place to vote, according to the Secretary of State's
Right.
website. Early vote in all this.
Yeah.
We'll see what Saturday brings, but another opportunity to hear from
Today?
them. Did you know, and I didn't, that April is Stress
I did not know
Awareness
that.
Month?
No.
Man, there's a lot of stressors going on these days.
Think about this last year, right? When you think about this is around the time where we were still in lockdown mode.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
were
I was working from home.
I was working from
Yeah.
home. So to be here at this point and even to think about that is stressful. Thinking about everything that we're talking about on a day-to-day basis is stressful. So to be able to talk about this with everybody in a time to be able to manage it,
Yeah.
it's really important to handle that because that trickles to all the other aspects of your life.
And I think for me, it is important to know the difference between this is just my everyday
Right.
kind of stress load that I've always had for 30 years, whatever the heck it is. What is different
Yeah.
about, is it something that I really need to pay attention to? Is this
Right.
something new? Is this something that's been brought on by this last year? Is there something I can do better about my day-to-day? And more than just looking at me, paying attention to those around me as
Yeah.
well, noticing the signs that are, again, more than just the normal kind of, I got a few things going on.
Right.
More than that. And there are some resources for folks.
That's why our Kelly Hubbard was live at the Open Health Care Clinic
there.
this morning.
Yeah.
Woo! And
That's a
talking
lot,
about
yeah.
it is a mouthful. Open Health Care Clinic. She was there talking about the resources that they offer and how important it is for you to do that check-in, going over like a 5 to Thrive list and really checking in with yourself and your children if you have
Yeah.
them, because everybody is burdened, right? Nobody wants to burden somebody else. And when you
Right.
think about being stressed, you really need to have these conversations before it gets to be too much and you just feel overwhelmed.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
How often are we talking about mental health right
Gosh,
now?
yeah.
So this is all about that, checking your mental health, making sure that you are on solid footing, so to speak. Those and you and those around you as well.
Yeah.
Some great resources right here. It's in the story. It's one of the top stories at WAFB.com and the 9
Yeah.
News app, and the resources are right in there for you.
Yeah. Free resources, a phone
Free.
number to call, but remember, this is still open, 211. Great place to call if you're
That's
just
true.
looking for
Exactly right.
free therapy, free counseling. The state has that number for you to call to check in to say, hey, I'm not okay and
I'm
I
not
need
okay.
help.
I need some help.
that's
Where do I
okay.
go? And they can
Yes.
get you to where you need to be.
Yes, it is free. It's a state resource.
Exactly. I tell you what, this has got us all feeling good right now.
It is the silver lining
Steve
here.
Cavarata.
Our doctor, our favorite doctor meteorologist, has been the bearer of bad news in this last week.
know.
So we like to say when he has some good news to share, well, we're going to ride that high
Oh, we are.
until he becomes the
Exactly.
bearer of bad news again.
Well, it's just, the thing is, if you
Yeah.
check out the 3-day,
Yes.
I mean, what are you seeing? 0, 0, 0. Look at the
Mostly
temperatures as
sunny.
well. Look at all these stars. Look at
Fantastic.
the highs.
I know. 40, upper 40s, low
70s,
50s.
I mean, just
come on, that's
crazy.
spring.
And all this dry.
Yes.
I'm going to have to figure out how to mow the lawn.
I was about to say.
But, well, before the weekend, because
Yeah.
it does kind of change a little bit as Friday and Saturday kind of roll around. But
Yeah.
right, exactly right. Roll up that 10-day and you can start to see it. 70% on your Friday, another 70% on Saturday, and then back down to zeros as you close out the weekend.
Yeah.
But the ability to dry out. And look, I'm one of those who
Yeah.
was staring at the gigantic creek 4 houses down from me
Right.
for the last number of days, like literally checking it a few times a day.
Yeah.
those river numbers, Steve showed us this morning, those river numbers really coming down. They've mostly peaked and they're starting to come down. We need this chance to dry off.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit stressful when all the rain comes.
Totally. That's why when you get a day like this, a stretch of days where it's going to be sunny, that's
Yeah.
our saving grace when it comes to swollen creeks,
Yeah.
swollen rivers, swollen bodies of water. We will take this while we can get it. So make the most of your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday,
All of
and
it.
Thursday.
All of it. I got to get Johnny Asian over to mow my lawn.
Wow.
Come on now.
You going to pay him?
Well, no.
That's what family does.
No. I'll give him a drink.
Yeah, that works.
Sports world. No, don't want to talk about these guys.
Yeah, I know.
I
mean, when you talk about playoff possibilities, Matt, is there a chance?
Well,
is there hope?
They're 5 games back
Yeah.
of the 8th spot. There's only eight spots you get east to west, each conference. They're 5 games back, and like 3 teams between them, between that spot. And they keep losing the games that they can win or get into the win column.
Yeah.
A couple losses to the Knicks, a loss to the Wizards.
That's
It doesn't
tough.
get easier. I mean, they got to take on the Brooklyn Nets next, one of the best teams in the league, period, regardless of division. So we'll see, but they're not taking the opportunities and putting the games that they can into the win column. Tough loss last night. Had it at the back end and lost it in overtime.
Fingers crossed for tonight.
Fingers crossed. Where is it? Where are the Jags? This is still fun to talk about.
Oh, my
The Bayou
gosh.
Classic.
You know what? We know we've got Grambling viewers, and we do love you, but
Sorry.
we are so sorry
Sorry about it.
for what happened Saturday.
That was-
golly, 49-7.
It was, you know what? I was watching the game because I needed a little bit of pick me up
Yes.
after the LSU,
rain
the
and
first
everything,
LSU
and-
baseball game.
yeah.
'Cause they lost that there in the 7th inning. So needed a little pick me up.
Yeah.
Turn over to the Bayou Classic.
Yeah.
My son didn't know the game was on. Right.
Okay.
He comes walking through the living room. Goes, football. Sits down. We just start watching, and it's just all blue and gold. And
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun. I know it wasn't fun for Grambling. Way one-sided.
Yeah.
But 3rd win in a row for the Jags there in the
We
Classic.
love to see that, especially because obviously Southern is in
Yeah,
Baton Rouge.
sure.
But bring me back here. When was the last time they had a blowout of this magnitude?
Oh, it's like the 30s.
The 30s?
Like the 30s.
Yeah.
Well, as far as Southern, this kind of point
in
differential.
the Bayou Classic against
yeah,
Grambling?
Grambling's had some, but this kind of a point differential. And that was before it was even the Bayou Classic.
Wow.
Right? It's only been the Bayou Classic for 48 years, that kind of thing.
Yeah, 47th annual.
So you got to go, but Southern and Grambling played before that.
Right.
They just didn't call it the Classic. So, but you got to go all the way back to like the 30s. It's been a minute. Yeah. It's been a minute. So good on you, Jags.
Exactly.
And
We'll take
now they
it.
get ready for
Coach Odom's,
fall ball.
We'll take
oh, yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Yes, indeed.
Speaking of Southern, the baseball team finally back on the bluff for the first time in like a month yesterday.
13 games on the road?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
It was a tough loss
Yeah.
yesterday, Prairie View A&M, but both teams actually going to be back at it today, beginning at 1 o'clock for a doubleheader. So we'll see. We'll see.
I will say there is something to say about a home field advantage,
There is, true.
especially on a beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's not hot as hell. The weather is great, so we're
I'm in.
hoping both. We hope
All
we
of
may
it.
win both.
All of it, all of it,
Yes.
all of it. And yeah, the fact that you don't have to hit a bus and travel all over the
Exactly.
place. I mean, there's something to be said for that. So all
Yes.
that's going on. Did you have any crawfish over the weekend?
I did.
Yeah?
From Chef John Foles.
No, oh, that's right. Right here at the station. Yes, absolutely.
We had a little bit of a crawfish get together.
Little drive-by.
Drive-through.
Yeah.
That's it.
Little
COVID-safe
drive-through.
crawfish.
Have you voted? I mean, in the last 8 hours?
I have not. I need to get
You need
on
to get
that.
on it.
I do. But when you think about the contenders it is down to, we need you to narrow it down to the Elite Eight. Is
Yeah,
what we're
we
calling
should
it?
be. Well, they're
Down
at
to 16 right
yeah,
now.
exactly, the 16, getting down to the Elite Eight, headed towards the Final Four, headed towards that championship round.
Who's gonna win?
Exactly. I don't know. We got some. I mean, we talked about some big names here.
Yeah.
We actually did. We it wasn't too long ago. We were doing Capital City crawfish around
Friday.
here, up against University.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiger Paw took out Tony's.
Dang.
Took out Tony's.
Dang.
One of the folks on
I'm
Mount
telling
Rushmore
you, they got their mama
crawfish
and
around
them
here.
to vote for all of them. So
Hot
that's what y'all
tails,
need to do. You
all
need
of
to
it.
tell your people. Don's is up there, Fat
Yeah,
Hats,
Don's up there.
Cashes. So
So
who's going to make it
when
out?
are we announcing the winner?
I
May
believe
10th?
it's going to be, yes, the second Friday in
As
May.
I just kind of scroll haphazardly through here.
We were
making
trying to
people
find the
sick.
answer for you.
I was, and I knew I wasn't going to
It's
have
good
it.
action.
There it is, May 10th.
He's
It's up top.
showing and telling.
There it is, May 10th.
Yes.
So there you go. Jump on. You can jump on it.
Jump on.
Every 8 hours you can vote.
Yes, so please narrow it down for us because this is already a tough decision. So the
Right.
more input we have from you, the easier it
The
makes
better.
it for us.
All right, where can you find us? And if you still want more of us.
On WAFB Plus.
That's ridiculous.
This is your central homepage for anything that happens that is not found on the Mothership channel.
Mothership. It's like we're all aliens.
Yes.
And I'm sure we are. Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV.
Yes.
Obviously watching 9 News right now. Johnny Asian is, actually he was just talking to me about it.
Here.
He's around.
Yeah.
Probably getting Asian Nation ready for tomorrow at 10 o'clock. One of the great
That's
shows. Jacques Talk on Wednesdays. And of course, you've got LA Weekend Fridays. Kylie getting you ready for the weekend if you maybe don't have any plans.
We're rounding you out. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. News, sports, entertainment, all of the above. We got you covered here at WAFB Plus.
A little bit of weather?
Yes.
All right, so that'll do it for the pluses here on 9 News now. Obviously, WAFB.com, the 9 News app between now and the next big show.
That's it. Stay with us here. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
Bye.
Bye.